One is with the lawyers of the County Assembly, and I'd like to take you to page 386 of your documents on volume 2. If you can clarify the letter which is indicated there, submissions of nomination lists for candidates interviewed for the post of chief officer in the county. It's got two dates. One is November 11th, which happens to be my birthday, and the other one is October 9th, 2023. Which is which? So if you can clarify that, I'd really appreciate it. The other two questions, I'll direct them to the witness. If you could clarify a couple of issues. Issue number one, in your evidence in chief, you indicated that when government officials are traveling, and where the expenses are paid for by the party inviting them, they receive quota per diem. In the cross-examination, you indicated that no money was lost. Could you clarify that? And then number three, one simple question in terms of IMPEACH. Is IMPEACH the final proof of payment? Or is there any other way that you can tell that money has been paid? And then finally, on issue to do with the PFM Act, I've had you making a lot of submissions in terms of the PFM, and you alluded to the fact that there was a lot of embezzlement of funds, money was being withdrawn. The question that I wanted to ask is that who is the head of the county treasury? Is it the county governor or is it someone else, as per the PFM Act? Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Proceed. Witness, proceed to...
The first question was directed to the council.
Okay.
There was a question, Mr. Speaker, to the two dates. On page 386 of Obado, the date of 9th October 2023, of our volume 2, Mr. Speaker. 86. And Mr. Speaker, we were asked about the two dates. The date that is typed is the date when the memo in question was authored, and that's the date inserted by the author. The date of 9th October just shows when the document was served upon the county assembly. So there is only one date on the document that relates to its authorship. The other date is for the date. It is routine when documents are served, they are stamped as received. And that letter is also an annexure or an attachment to the letter at page 384. I think that's where the confusion is coming from. And all of them having been received on the 9th of October have a stamp of the county assembly. Oh, sorry. They all bear the stamp of 9th. So the date on the stamp is not the date of the authorship. It's not necessarily the date of the authorship. That's what I'm trying to say. Is IMPEACH the final proof of payment, Mr. Speaker? It is the official system of the government of Kenya for public finance management. We don't have another one. And if payments are indicated there as having been made, then there is no other way to confirm whether those payments were made, because they will not be keyed there as having been made if they have not been made. And while on this matter, there is no challenge, even from the governor herself, as to the authenticity of these IMPEACH. Who is the head of the county treasury? It is, of course, the CEC Finance or any other person designated under the PFM Act as the accounting officer. Sometimes it is the chief officer who is so designated. But the issue here, like I say, Mr. Speaker, people at certain levels only act through subordinates. It is never an answer to say, it wasn't me, because if that was the approach, no CEO would ever be responsible for anything. They would always say it was someone else, which brings them, why are they in that office if they can only take its glory and its power and its prestige, but no responsibility for whatever goes wrong there. Again, on that question, there is a section 39 of the County Governments Act. It says members of the County Executive Committee, who include the governor, and the CECs, are individually and collectively accountable to the governor in the exercise of their powers and the performance of their duties and the responsibilities. So if these persons are individually and collectively answerable to the governor, it means the governor superintends them. Can she throw them under the bus when things go terribly wrong, like they have gone now? But if things go well, she takes the credit. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Believe. Is there any question that has not been answered by your lawyer?
Some were supposed to be answered by myself, but
Yeah, but they've been answered. So
answer was done so.